killer game, man.
I want you to take the Frankenstein shit, the deer shit, the green monster, the
bling, and the bling bling.
And I want you to roll it all into one joint.
Ooh, yeah.
No one's ever been brave enough to try that.
One man is.
And one
roll
girl.
it.
Me.
I'll smoke it with you, bro. We'll go to the room
Intern
together.
I don't give a fuck.
Way too big to drive to the devil's house.
Yeah.
You'll never get metal legs.
This chick's pussy smell like the Great Depression.
Everybody get up. Just another day, just another day.
D-Harm.
Just another podcast.
All right, everybody. Welcome to the Chasing Domenico podcast.
Episode 32.
And obviously
How
from all
about you?
Today we are honoring Grandma's Boy.
And it was your choice,
Every-
podcast listeners.
Yeah!
Just another day, just another
We are
day.
honoring Grandma's Boy.
Fucking mine.
I'm thinking of getting metal legs. It's a risky operation, but it'll be
But it's
worth it.
worth
Here
it.
comes the
My
thief
grandma
of
drank
JP.
all my pop.
Oh, how many times you get to say that in your
My name is JP. I'm a robot. I like robots. I have a robot vagina.
People will bow to it.
JP.
I hate your face.
Oh shit, man.
It's the future of gaming.
Sure the fuck
Do you have
is.
bathrooms here or do I have to shit in a plant?
What?
Fuck, man. It's the barrage of
You
Grandma's
hear JP's
Boy, man.
theme going on? We don't fuck around here.
How much your clothes cost in the Matrix?
Delusional thoughts from Fantasy
All
Island.
right, everybody. We're just going around.
Samantha is fucking Alex.
Just another day, just another day. All right, man. Just another day, just another day. Give into the team, baby.
You would if you had robot ears.
Oh my god, that was awesome.
Yeah, it does. Accidental technical
All right, man.
turns out good,
Come on, man. Today's-
Anything's okay with the Chasing Domenico podcast.
All right, man. It's
Everything's-
bad when I gotta get still in the beginning.
Coming back in, man.
Anyways, here's a black box that gets all the channels plus pay-per-view
no.
and a bunch extra wire.
Thanks, Dante.
Just don't let a cop see it or Grandma's doing,
Doing some time. Great Dante.
Today's gonna be amazing. I
It
can
is,
tell
man.
already.
Everybody, welcome to the Chasing Domenico podcast.
Episode 32.
And obviously, we are honoring Grandma's Boy
Hit
today.
this
which
shit
is
and have some
amazing.
fun.
They're just people, bro, like you and me. And this is the first episode of Chapter 4. What's it called, D?
Chapter 4. Here's some more.
Good, man. And that's the actual title that D gave the
Right.
chapter.
All right. So chapter 3, Grandpa Mike and me was we honored all my favorite Will Ferrell movies.
Yes.
So now it is opened up. Obviously, today is Grandma's Boy, but we honor Will Ferrell in every podcast. He's
Right.
the comedic genius. So it's a free-for-all now.
Yeah.
Any Will Ferrell character can pop up whenever the fuck he feels like.
yeah.
Arsonist has oddly shaped feet.
Ron Burgundy.
Man.
You get my son
Oh,
to call
shit.
you daddy.
Come on, Cam.
Fuck your wife. That is the deal.
Camp Radio 12.
Prune candy.
Blue Candy. Ricky Bobby.
Murder your family.
Jackie Moo.
Oh, yeah.
You're crazy.
I like you. Will for president. The king. Oh, shit.
Really glided.
That's
What
the
is this, D?
theme to Spoils of Babylon. Will Ferrell's miniseries. It's over already from Funny or Die.
So it was basically a story set in the 70s with the Morehouse Oil.
It's kind of like got the old Thornbirds vibe,
Right.
you know, like made for TV, movie.
Kristen Wiig, Tobey Maguire. They were awesome.
Winston!
So unfortunately, it's already over. You
It's
have
hard to
check it
explain
out.
because
Yeah.
it's fucking crazy. And like everybody on Twitter, right, on hashtag Spoils of Babylon, they're like, what the fuck is going on? It took like the third episode to start understanding what's going on.
So
It
many-
didn't matter though because it's funny.
Eric Johnrus is the character name that Will has as the narrator of the whole series. And it always opens up with him sitting there saying crazy shit in a restaurant, setting up each episode. It's amazing.
And it
It's
cuts
amazing.
out while he's still talking because he's brilliant.
He is brilliant.
Kristen Wiig should win an award, okay? The bitch slap fest.
Yeah.
Too bad we can't show it to you.
Other Will news is from the Super Bowl
Puppy
backwards.
Ball. A lot of
right,
the
Puppy
dogs
Ball.
from there, it was from Animal Haven in New York here,
one
which
of
is
your charities that you support.
yes.
Monthly you support them.
Yes.
And from the Super Bowl, everybody was on Twitter saying how Chad Smith looked like Will
Not
Ferrell,
half
which he
time.
does.
Right,
He does.
right.
Totally does.
Because he's brilliant.
So Will was on Reddit for an AMA session, and he was getting questions about that. Chad Smith came on for an AMA.
he's like, yes, I am Chad Smith.
So they've decided to do for charity a $300,000 challenge, which is a drum versus cowbell battle.
Nice.
Fuck it, man.
Yeah.
It's fun. Also, there's news that Will Ferrell and Kevin Hart are going to do a movie called Get Hard.
All right.
Which is basically about Kevin Hart's going to be training Will Ferrell how to get hard and get ready for prison because Will's going to jail.
He's going to train him
It's
to
gonna be
get
awesome.
hard.
Say it with your
If
chest.
you haven't seen Anchorman 2 yet, you need to. And as
Yeah.
soon as that is out on DVD, we will be honoring it here on the podcast.
Yeah, like crazy.
There's the Inception trains. Time to blast off to Planet
Yeah,
Tolemac.
here we go.
Welcome to Planet Tolemac. I love that strobe light. This is
yeah.
from
Sest-
Velvet Goldmine.
This sets the
Brian
vibe so
Slade.
good. Serenade us, D. Come on. Interns, wave your hand.
And one, have you noticed? When you walk in, all the fairy boys are very nervous.
I don't feel it here, D.
Well, my star, she doesn't want me, and neither does this world. I'm glad I caught you on my view screen, sailor. You're the grand one. Come and court me. 'Cause there's a wooing is what I'm wanting.
Heartbreak.
Thank God.
Siren. The Siren Queen Demorpheus.
I'm Queen
lays it
Demorpheus,
down.
the siren.
I'm WT Wizard.
Welcome to Planet Tolemac, where
Yes.
you can be your alter ego like Dungeons and Dragons.
Anything is possible.
Magical powers. That's Jack Fairy, our tour guide.
Demi-Gods are here.
Oh, yes, baby. Fairies all over the place.
Yeah.
Oh, I love this line.
Here you
Listen.
go, D. I'll turn it up for you.
From the starship over Venus to the sun. But it's a crime!
When you sing it, D, it sounds custom made for Tolemac.
We speak 3 languages. English, Jupiterian, which is evolution, revolution.
And in Klingon, Nuchnech. That means hello.
We're trying to say hello, so
Nuchnech.
Trekkies are clearly welcome here. And so are bronies.
Yes,
I
bronies
saw
are welcome,
that
man.
documentary. I don't watch My Little Pony, but I got it. I
Yeah.
understand you bronies, because friendship is magic.
It
so
is.
you are fucking welcome here. My sweet, sweet, sweet angel pie pug Lola.
Oh.
12 years old, but she's kicking it like a rock star. Here on Planet Tolemac, she turns into the pug ferret.
There she
Oh,
goes.
my baby love. That leaves my 14-year-old, 25-pound grumpy Shih Tzu Shakespeare. He gets a voice here, and he likes to talk to us. So, baby, what do you want to say to Mama, baby?
That's right. That's right. So you say what? The guy nigga got goat legs and no nuts. That's okay with me because that's how I rock on the city to the streets.
He joined us laughing at himself, man. That's the major puppy, man.
Talent runs in this family. He's clearly the rapper.
Apparently,
I
man.
love you, puppy.
Shakespeare.
But there's some Chasing Dominico podcast listeners that
And
came
friends.
up with their own alter egos for
Yeah.
Planet Tolemac.
They're
So
very
you
cool.
guys will be getting a shout out in the shout out section.
Yeah. Boom! Hey! Hey! Yeah, man.
I just, before we go on, I want the listeners to know that WT Wizard suggested that now for the new chapter, chapter 4, here's some
Here's
more,
some more.
that we should perhaps do things that other podcasts
Yes.
do, like today we're going to be
ones
talking
that I
about
study, yes.
this, that, and the other. Right,
Yeah.
okay. No! That's what I have to say. If you know the comedy that we are honoring,
Yeah.
that's all you need to know. Really,
Okay.
just strap in, go for the ride. I'm
Yeah.
fucking driving. You're listening. It's a staycation.
The wild
That's
card.
my answer. I don't want you to know where you're going. This is Chasing Dominico, the glam dream pop version of a podcast, damn it. So why do you expect it to be the same? It's like fucking Rocky Horror in a podcast.
What?
Where are we going, Jack Ferry?
These are our ghost adventures.
GAC! GAC! Interns love GAC! Where we going, D?
Oh, season 5, episode 5, the Lizzie Borden House.
Come on, orphans.
And she's so much
standing at the site of an unsolved double axe murder, a brutal crime that took place over a century ago. That evil deed has led this house in Fall River, Massachusetts, to be one of the darkest haunts in all of New England.
GAC. All right, now it's a bed and breakfast.
What?
What? Why would you want to go to a place that has pictures of dead people? Like the actual crime scene photos are on the table spread out in the front lobby.
Because it sounds like a good idea in the daytime.
Yes,
I'm like, I'm going to go and check it out. Guaranteed by the night, I'm going to be sleeping with like the lights on and everything. Right. And after watching this lockdown, it doesn't even matter if it's day.
Right.
Okay? Because there's definitely some demon kind of shit going on there. I just want to say, I wanted to do Lizzie Borden House because they just had, I think it was Lifetime, just did Lizzie Borden had an axe, had an axe, whatever the hell.
Right.
Christina Ricci.
Yeah,
you know, I mean, it was fun. It wasn't like great. Yeah, you know what I mean? They were going for something. I appreciate that.
Right. And,
so I'm like, wait a minute, let me revisit this because it's so. Whenever you hear hissing, I'm in.
I mean, I know that's one of the places you want them to go back to because there was a lot of unfinished stuff at the end of the lockdown.
There's some places I want them to return. Maybe we should do like #GA return. Something like that, because I definitely want them to go back to the Lizzie Borden house. Yeah. I want them to go back to Saddam's rectory.
Oh,
they don't have to go to Bobby Mackey's or the Gofield Hotel because they've done it. If they want to, though.
Right. We're not going to say no.
Yeah, exactly.
Abby Borden is believed to have been killed between the hours of 9 and 11 a.m.
Right after breakfast.
When Andrew Borden returned home at 11, he was unaware that upstairs his wife lay slaughtered. Tired from his trip into town, Andrew laid down for a nap on the first floor. He would never awake.
Do you want us to tell your secret, Mr. Borden?
We'll get in that later, man. I mean,
that was her stepmother, because in the Lifetime movie, Christina Ricci, they're like, your mother. She's like, she's not my mother.
Yeah, that was a very scary part.
Don't you challenge me. That's an inside joke.
Yeah, someday someone will know about that.
No, they won't.
Oh, We've tried to recreate the house to look exactly they did the day of the murders.
It's creepy
as
fuck.
You have a really weird look in your eye right there.
She did.
Yeah.
I think I've spent too much time alone in the house. Anyway, you can see we've come as close as possible
Can I hold on to this?
No.
Just let me hold it.
No.
Leanne, give me the
This is
match.
a struggle.
Leanne!
Let go, bitch!
Fine, be that way.
Be that way!
All right.
The look on her face, and Zach was right to take the hatchet away from her.
That was Leanne Wilbur, who was the property manager and was giving them a little tour in the front, and she looked fucking nuts,
She did, man.
Yeah. Holding an axe, just looking like she wanted to use that on Zach.
Zach's like, the only axe you get are your earrings.
Yeah, it's like, that's all you get,
But
man.
all kidding aside, she does look a little funky.
Yeah.
Being in that house for a little while, you're going to start getting under the influence.
You absorb it, and you don't realize after a while, all of a sudden you're like, wow.
He was joking, like, give me the axe. But she was like really pulling back. Right from the start, I knew it was going to be a good lockdown.
Yeah.
She's just grabbing it. She either wanted to bang him or kill him.
What?
Yes.
I mean, I don't know. That was the look.
Yeah. So there were actually two other suspects in the Lizzie Borden case. Just a little background. There's Uncle John Morris. We'll just say the creepy uncle because that works. Uncle Rico. There was a maid, Bridget Sullivan, and then the unknown stranger theory, which always pops up.
Law and Order says it's never a stranger.
It's
always somebody you know.
It's the person closest to you that normally does it.
Lizzie burned her dress, which is suspect. She laughed in the courtroom, which is demonic behavior. And they inherited $265,000. And when I say they, I mean her and her sister. In 1892, that's a lot of money.
That's a lot of
change. It's a lot of money now.
It's a lot of change, man.
There were two other paranormal investigators there.
Matt and Tim.
Yeah.
And they had an experience down in the basement, a physical
They got
experience.
scratched. Tim's like, come on, take me on, somebody your own size. They pushed him back, and with his elbow, like his arms back behind his head, like he's doing sit-ups.
Right.
Pushed up against the wall, handprints on his elbows.
Hard enough
Spumoni, okay?
I don't like to go to the basement. I went down to get some supplies, and as I'm climbing the stairs, right in back of me is footsteps, and I'm turning around to see who's in back of me, and there's no one there, and I ran up. I know there's a spirit in the basement.
I remember one seance in particular. It was pretty wild. All of a sudden, everybody looked strange. Everyone was kind of fuzzy, and I was so disoriented, I didn't know where I was.
All right, the first one was Eleanor, the tour guide, when she heard footsteps in the basement. The second one was Liz, who's a psychic medium.
And both of them come back in the middle of the lockdown for some really fucking great
For a
shit.
seance,
Some great shit.
The house psychic and a few other individuals decided to walk into the room. And the camera picked up and turned to focus at.
That was an earlier seance they had did. Not in the lockdown. This was one they did before. And you see the camera move, right? They put it on the floor. It was like facing the bed, right?
Right.
And then you could see it, right? And then they're like, "Hey, this shit moved," and they fix it, and it does it again.
Twice. It's like, hello.
All right.
Yeah! Zach was joking with the investigators. He's like, usually it's the living investigating the dead, not the other way around. All right, so Zach talks to one of the daughters of the owner. Well,
Kat Woods.
Right, Kat.
Yeah.
And she's telling him, listen, my sister won't sleep here at all. So Zach goes to talk to her sister, Lauren.
Very sweetly outside.
Because Zach is great with kids, with children, with animals. That's why the GAC family ladies love him so much.
Hi.
Hi.
You won't go in there anymore?
Nope. In one of the rooms, I passed out, and I was like 7.
Do you want to go up there with us?
Sure.
Yes.
That's real
Thank
hard.
you.
I went in this house, I passed out, so I'll never go in there. You want to go up there with us? Sure.
I fallen, and nobody helped me.
Died on the floor, and nobody
helped me.
You have got to be fucking shitting me. Oh, I'm so cold. I swear to God, I would have helped you, Sophie. Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. I would have helped you. I just wasn't here.
Gotcha!
Oh, scaredy cat. What the hell are you doing, Grandma?
What are you doing, Grandma?
That's from our theme today, Grandma's Boy.
It reminds me of Grandpa Mike. That's what he used to do to my brother and I. It was fun.
You gotta be shitting me.
Yeah, no, he fucked with us like that. I swear to God, we're like, oh shit, he like, came in, crawled on the floor, scared the shit out of us. We used to have these like, in the middle of the night, like, all right, his and my grandmother's bedroom were across from ours, and my brother and I, and so in the middle of the night, we'd like fuck with each other. One night we were like throwing pennies at each other, and it was in the dark. Like he was a grown man, was doing this with us until finally Nanny woke up. She's like, what are you doing? Yous are gonna give me malaria.
What?
It's true. She said that. Is it a Sicilian thing? Yous.
You would know.
Yous are gonna go to Oak Grove Cemetery then to meet Jeff Belanger.
Yeah, 1848, Andrew's uncle lived in the house right next door, and his wife went nuts, drowned her 3 children in a well. One lived, and then took her own life with a straight razor, slit her throat.
Wow. One lived, 2 kids, 1 and 2 years old, they died. It's something with the land. It was next door.
Taking
the
baby's
land,
blood.
like Amityville, it's like the land, right? Or it's definitely It's definitely demon shit.
Right.
Okay, baby's blood. I'm sorry,
That's
I don't
pure.
think it's a coincidence.
No, not at all.
Is there some dark spirit or curse that's affiliated with the Borden family at that property?
I think so.
There's something bad there, and you can still feel it when you walk in 100 years later.
Zach asked the medium if she'll do it, come in and do an hour seance, like at 10 o'clock.
Invite you
Right.
inside our lockdown and see if you would like to conduct a seance with us for like an hour.
I'd love to.
And maybe we can use Aaron as the focus for the seance, and if there's any negative energy, we could maybe direct it towards Aaron and see if he can communicate with it. Sound good, Aaron?
Yeah.
I can't hear you guys, but it sounds good.
Okay, yeah, just a nod. Say yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, he's gonna do it.
Okay.
We'll tell him later what it's all about.
Okay, yes.
He's all good.
He's funny. I love what you do to him.
Oh, Aaron.
I just got my Big Steppin' socks
Yes.
to go with my Big Steppin' yoga pants and dog tags.
That's the outfit.
That's now I
No
got
top.
now I got the socks.
No top, just pants, dog tags, some socks.
Let the lockdown begin.
I think that our biggest mission objective is to try and find out, is this possible demonic spirit that is attached to this property infected this family? We learned earlier that there was murder and bloodshed in the Borden family before
One, two, three,
these
dead.
notorious crimes took place. 2 children were murdered by their mother, and then that mother slit her own throat. And you ask where?
Where?
Coincidentally, right where our feet are standing right now. So we want to find out if there's a demonic energy that is hovering over this family, causing them to kill each other. So if that energy gets to us, I really hope that we don't kill each other tonight, Aaron.
Fuck.
I hope so too.
I hope so too. They set up the REM pod to communicate, like yes for one for yes,
2
twice
for no.
yeah, all right. So he's like, "Do you want to harm us?" Yes. And Nick's looking around at the same time, like, "What the fuck?" He
Sensing
feels
all the
something.
weird shit
right?
happening.
Are you male or female? It's male.
Yeah.
And then they're trying to get some EVPs. First, they get nothing.
Right.
Then, okay, I'm trying to calm down because this part, they hear shuffling noise.
Right.
They all hear it.
Right.
Zach starts to go out of the room, and you hear a hiss.
On the cameras first, and then you hear it audibly on the EVP recorder. It's fucking frightening.
That's crazy.
So loud. Look at the hair standing up on my arms.
Right, me too, right now.
Right. I mean, I'm sure it's going up to your head.
My head squeezing. And Nick says something about that in the lockdown, too. Like, his face is goosebumps. That's exactly how it feels like to me.
That's how it affects an impact.
Ask a question. Now's the time to ask one.
Did you just make a hissing noise?
Yes, and then it runs away because Aaron hears the footsteps and runs up the stairs like an evil demon would do. And then run away like a bitch.
And they chase it.
Like, of course they do, because they're the best.
They are the best.
As we go upstairs to investigate the unexplained noise, we discover it was coming from the room where Abby Borden was brutally murdered with a hatchet.
Of course it was. Nick walks in, he's like, I'm dizzy, I'm disoriented. Now, here is a really good EVP.
They were all amazing at the
They
fucking
were.
board.
That hiss. That hiss!
You heard it on all the real cameras and the
There was like somebody was standing there.
Right.
And you're correct. All these EVPs, it's like a person is standing there. That's why they have to go back.
Yeah.
All right, so Nick's like, what does he say?
He says, I can help you bring closure to your house. And the response is
Play it.
horrible.
Just play it.
Maybe we can help put closure in your house.
I'll take you to heaven. I mean, I don't even know what to say about that one because they're saying heaven.
But you know that's
I'll take you to heaven. I mean, you could say hell.
No.
But that's what makes it confusing.
Right. But you know the person's just like, I'm going to fuck you up badly.
There's something similar to every EVP, which is they all have some serious intent.
All right, I'm going to come up by myself. This is where you scared a little girl that we talked to today.
Gangster. He goes upstairs by himself.
Right.
And Nick lays down on the bed in the room because he's starting to feel pretty dizzy and sick. The next thing
This is what it says.
Go attack Zach upstairs. Come on, let me hear you. Let me hear you again. Why don't you make another sound? Can you make another sound?
All right.
That's not what he was expecting the other sound, man.
Make another sound.
All right.
That's still good, man.
Imagine if you heard that shit. But he did hear a noise,
Yes,
okay?
he
And
did.
it turns out that a drawer opened up.
Right.
That was good.
I even analyzed the entire dresser by taking the drawer out and inspecting the inside track. Nothing whatsoever was abnormal or rigged.
So it was obviously a demon just pulling the drawer to get Zach's attention, which was fucking great.
Look at the camera. Look at it.
What is it doing? It's malfunctioning big time.
It even affected electronics in the cameras, just like the other seance that we talked about earlier.
Yeah, so it's time to bring in the two ladies for the seance.
Let the seance
Begin.
begin.
All right.
We're going to kick things off with Liz and Eleanor
That's how
by
you kick it
conducting a
off.
group EVP session. And our digital recorder is attached to this hatchet blade, right where Andrew Borden received
my
11
God.
strikes to the face.
It reminds me of The Exorcist. Oh my God, I think I peed a little.
We gotta calm down here, man. Holy shit, D is on fire. Just all right. We're gonna get back to the
What I was
seance.
trying to say is that it reminded me of The Exorcist house where they put it on top of the Ouija board.
Right.
That's what I was trying to express. Somehow it came out like that.
So Eleanor started to say that the father only picked on little girls.
Does anybody
and,
have a Xanax?
and that started the whole
Yeah, she's like,
mindset
Mr. Bard,
of-
right? You only pick on girls.
Yeah,
Like,
and the mood
oh,
changed.
shit.
It got real dark.
At this moment, it seems very quiet, very normal, as if we're just sitting in anyone else's living room. But right now, up in the attic, we are capturing an EVP on a digital recorder that's stationed near the camera where earlier this drawer opened by itself.
right.
What's really compelling about this EVP
this
is that it's
EVP,
almost as
man.
if the spirit knows to speak right into the recorder
No,
in
I'm
order
sure
to
it
send
does.
us a direct message.
two, ready? Keep on killing. Keep on coming.
And you have to remember that this is also the floor where spirits like to play with investigators' camera equipment.
Another EVP fucked me up.
Yeah,
that
that's
is
a great one.
scary.
Yeah.
Keep on killing. Keep
'em
on coming.
That's a demon infestation, just taking up residence and just bringing in fresh.
It was way
souls.
too intelligent for me.
Come on, man.
Talking right into it like, keep on coming.
It's at this
Kill
time
them.
that the feeling in the living room begins to change. We feel now is a good opportunity to use our spirit box device, which makes it very easy for them to communicate.
I agree. They're all together because they were. Like The Shining, and he's like, they're up late. They're sizing up what's going on in the living room.
Right, and now
the demons, they're like, they're all together. Thank you, Zach.
Did you say my name? What was the name of the family that's had a lot of murders at this property?
Borden.
Straight intelligence. So
they're all real. This is what I was saying earlier. It has some serious intent.
Right.
Very clear. It's like they're right here talking to them. It's crazy.
They're all together downstairs. Yeah, the hissing coming.
The unholy line.
All right.
Get it in for you, man. Holy shit. The demons bring out the shit, man. Oh, fuck. All right, D. Here, once again.
Podcast.
All right. Here, once again, try and bring it down a little bit.
So stupid.
Drive, monkey, drive!
Yes!
One more time.
Drive, monkey, drive!
One more time.
Drive, monkey, drive!
This fucking runaway train is out of control, man.
It's off into the ditch.
Orphans, D's gone rogue again. That's from our theme today, Grandma's Boy. All right, so we're getting back down to the demons, back to the lockdown, and Zach tells us where we're at, man.
Help us out.
Did you turn that flashlight on? Can you turn it back off?
Oh!
Just saying,
Tell them about the girl!
just shouting
That's
at them.
what I'm talking about.
Demons coming through, shouting.
Hashtag GA do Borden. Boom! Boom! That's it.
Yeah,
That's it.
They should
Listen,
come back, do it.
Zick and Aaron, they are trying to have a conversation with you. I'm telling you, Zach, right now, you wanted to know what they're thanking you for.
What are they thanking for, dude?
They're saying, thanks for bringing all this fresh meat in here. We have generations of people that we want to fuck up, and we used your genius to bring them all here. So thank you, Zach. And all us GAC family know that the lockdown ended pretty quickly because the guys wanted to kill the girls. Boom!
Fuck, man.
All right, fuck this, Zach. Listen, that's personal, Zach. That is Mr. Borden stepping to you. You need to put him in his place. You have to do this lockdown. You must check him.
You must listen, Zach. Dee is an empath. She knows exactly what Andrew's trying to do to you, man.
That's what he's thanking you for.
Can you tell me who attacks people here? Lizzie.
I mean,
come on.
That's not a big surprise, but you know, with all the talk we're doing, there were so many other EVPs. They're all like little ones are coming in and out. Like there was one where Zach asked, you know, who killed you, Abby? And they said Lizzie. And then, you know, they asked Andrew, are you here? And he came back, maybe. That's fucked up and confrontational. Again, what you're saying.
Hashtag GA do Borden.
They gotta do it, man. After all these EVPs, now the ladies start to deal with the spirit.
At this point, Liz feels she may know why the Bordens were killed, but as she unveils this secret to us and out loud, out of respect for the deceased who cannot defend themselves, we feel that the explicit material is inappropriate to be publicized.
You want me to tell him what I think happened? Why Lizzie wanted you dead?
Damn, I like her.
And we find out just right what happens.
Medium Liz needs to be at the lockdown.
Yeah, of course.
She was called to this too. It's personal, baby.
I don't know, but I feel real nauseous. So do I. I feel like I'm puke. So do I.
Mr. Borden, did you have relationships with Lizzie?
Dirty whore!
You don't often hear that back.
I think
man.
that's pretty motherfucking personal.
It's getting really, really ugly. The more they antagonize Andrew, the worse and worse it is getting, man.
Right. Liz really laying the fuck into him, though, man.
Good for her.
I told your secret.
Go ahead, Liz. You seem to be stirring it up.
Mr. Borden, did you not want anybody to marry your daughter because you wanted to keep her all to yourself? Selfish man.
A little more than selfish.
Swearing at me.
Oh
my God.
As Liz is sensing
Personal.
that Mr. Borden is swearing at her, we receive an absolutely shocking
Zach, you
Class A
empowered her
voice
and
that
now
we
he
feel is
hates you!
directly responding to her, whining about being cursed at.
Swearing at me. Swearing at me.
Come on, that's okay.
You threatened me for 5 years. Do something about it now.
Liz is calling him out for 5 years of abuse.
And
This
Nick's
is
by the front
strong,
door
man.
feeling sick.
Yeah.
She's gangster level medium.
Feel guilty for what you did to your daughter, Mr. Borden?
Keep
Poor
calling him
Mrs.
out.
Borden trying to help you, trying to protect your secret all this time.
As Liz continues to provoke Andrew Borden, Nick
Something
and
bad
myself
happens?
begin having visions and feelings similar to the tone of aggression in the EVPs that we are capturing. If Andrew Borden is present
You are,
here,
man.
his violent thoughts are coming through us towards Liz.
So demonic.
Hashtag GA do Borden.
This is such a special lockdown. They had a little sit-down discussion wrap-up before they even closed out the episode.
We felt it was very important for the three of us to sit down and address what happened to the Lizzie Borden investigation, particularly when we invited the two women inside. As soon as Liz said that she had a secret about why she thinks Andrew
Dirty
and
secret.
Abby were killed by Lizzie.
You want me to tell him what I think happened?
Boom. I just had this bad feeling come over me and this dread, and my stomach just turned in knots, and I was gonna violently just start puking
That's
everywhere.
what
I had
it
to get
looked
up and
Yeah.
walk away.
Absolutely.
As she was saying that, weren't you seeing like flashes?
I was seeing flash images of just doing harm, get them out of the house, like they shouldn't be there. Something bad was about to happen if we did not stop.
The most chilling part of the night is we did not know that we captured that EVP. Tell him about the girl. The tone of that voice became an energy in myself. And when I was sitting there with that axe, I just remember like, they need to get out.
That's what it looked
they
like,
need
too.
to get out now.
Sitting there shaking,
Good
holding
for
the
you,
axe,
Zach.
man.
You guys, you're heroes, okay? The three of you came up against horrible demons, and you walked out. And you didn't hurt anybody. You protected people.
And that hasn't happened for generations in that house.
Right. So you gotta go back.
You gotta go back.
New
man.
season, February 15th. New
Yeah.
Saturday lockdowns.
Saturday
Omen House.
lockdowns.
Can't wait.
All right, Zach, take us out.
Could one woman have unleashed such violence against her family in cold blood? Or were
Yes.
other forces at play?
Yes, there
Over
were.
a century later, the truth is still murky. But the picture is clear.
Yes,
the
it
dark
is.
forces on this property are here to stay.
You got it, baby. GAC, GAC, GAC.
Hashtag GA do Borden. Hashtag GA do Borden.
This is bullshit. It's like Cypress Hill concert in here. I don't rent to those kind of people.
Fucking Grandma's Boy is so good, man. Obviously, that's from our theme today. That's when you know it's a good clip when it hits D like that when she fucking loses her shit, man. That's a good movie clip.
It's a magical night.
Ron Burgundy and Tix McGee.
Why? Because it's chapter 4. Here's some more.
And Ron Burgundy can show up
Anytime. He can
wants,
stop
man.
by anytime.
All right. Say it with your chest.
You know what I feel like right now?
What, D?
Like Bam and Ryan in The Last Jackass with the chair falling. I feel like we're having one of those.
Just kept falling shorter and shorter and shorter and just falling his ass. It was the sheer joy of it, man. We're gonna bring this thing back around to continue about GAC that the lockdown's over to talk about some of the shit that Zach's doing. Zach is putting together an independent film called Sympathy Said the Shark. The hashtag is SST. SSTS. It's bullshit. I don't remember.
This is bullshit. It's like Cypress Hill concert in here. I don't rent to those kind of people.
Grandma's Boy gives and gives and gives, man. It's a great theme. Thank you, fan friends, for suggesting it. That's how I know my job is well done when D loses her shit like that. It's instant feedback. So Zach's partner in the movie is Devin Lawrence. They're making it. It's going to be a thriller. It's going to be awesome.
Right, so GAC family, support it.
Yeah.
Some of us already do. Support
Yeah.
it. Spread the word.
And Another project that Zach is involved in
is the Portal to Hell house he bought.
Yeah, it's in Gary, Indiana. When I brought the information to you, Dee, you said that you had read about this house independently about a couple months ago on FearNet.
On their blog, which had nothing to do with Zach. This is before they announced he even bought it. Right. So I was like, this house sounds crazy. So, so when you're like, oh, this is the house, I'm like, oh my God. He's going to move in there and film a documentary.
Right. He's bought a movie set.
He's brilliant. He's brilliant. Awesome, so we can't wait for that.
And he's doing it with the local priest, Michael Maganat, who did the actual exorcisms.
3 exorcisms, to be exact.
So he has the whole cast of actual characters involved in his documentary. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Okay, what?
Is the house still haunted / possessed?
Interns? Yes!
That's exactly correct. Because when they have an EVP of when the police was checking out the house and going in the basement, they have an EVP that says, hey, really fucking clear. So I think that answers that. So we can't wait for this documentary to come out. Thank you, Zach. Thank you for sacrificing your life and everything, as usual.
Yeah.
And thanks for the retweet on my Reaper Wear long shirt. My BFF is a ghost. Boom!
Boom! Never, ever, ever, under any circumstances, say, I'll be right back. Because you won't be back. I'm getting another beer. You want one? Yeah, sure. I'll be right back.
Toss it in for you, Dee.
That's a horror movie mystery clip. If you don't know it, fuck you.
The hissing is throughout the podcast. There's demons everywhere.
I want to give a shout out to Dave over at Darkness Radio. A lot of Ghost Adventures fans listen to that.
Me too.
And man, the episode about serial killers is still giving me nightmares.
That was good.
But I wanted to give a quote. That Dave did. I need to start quoting him more often because he says the funniest shit. So this is what he said to the doctor who's been working with serial killers for forever.
Hands on.
Did you get the feel that Ed Gein was just a hug away from being a normal guy?
What?
Yeah, man.
That deserved a shout out.
Yeah, of course.
All right, other paranormal news. Ryan Buell, who was from Paranormal State.
Ryan, man.
Remember that one? I Am 6?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
That was a great
I wonder how that
show,
girl
man.
is doing. They had 2 of them, and actually the return to it, Chad, was his Kalick?
Yeah, Chad
Is that his
Kalick.
name? Right. He was in the lockdown with them. He got messed with in the basement. Anyway, the 2 of them did a documentary.
It's called American Ghost Hunter.
All right, I want to give a shout out to @Mimi_STELLINA. She told me about it.
And Chad Kalick is now coming out with a new documentary called A Blood Red Sky.
That looks pretty good. And I just want to tell everybody, I want to remind everybody that we don't get paid for any of the shit we talk about.
Nope.
Bigfoot documentaries. I'm just sharing what I love with you.
Dee
All right, we're
enjoys.
just fans.
Yeah,
Because if you're a fan,
Be a fan!
man.
Timmy, any chance I can crash on your couch tonight? Why?
So you can jerk off on my mom.
How many people did you tell about the incident with me and your mom? 13, maybe? I was like one of those calves at the rodeo, all helpless, and you know what? Just when I was about to scream for the police, I came. And that felt nice.
Drive, monkey, drive!
Monkey drive!
That's one of Dee's favorites from Grandma's Boy. We keep playing
Just
it, man.
thinking about that scene makes me laugh. It's so funny.
That's from our theme today, Grandma's
That
Boy.
was a good barrage there.
The run.
Okay, we're going to move on to a documentary I've talked about several times in the past. It's called Cropsy. They know it. 2009. That music you're hearing is
The
not from the
spooky themes,
documentary
yeah.
Cropsy.
Yeah.
It's actually from an 80s horror flick.
Right.
Okay? 1981 called The Burning.
Right.
And it's about Cropsy.
Who would've
Cropsy
thought?
is a legend, right?
Yeah.
A campfire legend.
Right. They tell the kids to scare them, to keep them out of the woods, to keep them safe.
Right. In the Hudson area, you would hear. So I grew up in New York, okay? So we all heard this story of Cropsy.
Right. And it actually is originating from Staten Island.
Yeah.
Where the Willowbrook State School was a state-supported institution for the mentally disabled, and it was open from 47 to 87.
Yeah.
And there was a particular orderly that worked there named Andre Rand. Back in 69, he was arrested for kidnapping a little girl, and
He's guilty. Sorry. I'm sorry. He's fucking guilty.
Geraldo Rivera did an expose on Willowbrook called The Last Great Disgrace in 72, and it really opened up the nation's eyes to what was going on there, how bad it was.
At
It was
Willowbrook.
horrific.
Right.
It was
And
horrific.
John Lennon, as soon as he saw that on the news, he did a benefit concert for it.
Of course.
That's why he's my mecca. Him and Will Ferrell.
What?
In the documentary Cropsy, it lists out some children that went missing from the area and are linked to Andre Rand. In 72, Alicia Pereira disappeared. 81, Holly Hughes disappeared. 83, this guy picks up 11 kids, throws them in his van, and goes around with them for the day. And
didn't he try to go to the airport or some shit, I mean, fucked up, and then like drove back?
He's giving them hamburgers.
Yeah. I want to remind everybody, the kids at Willowbrook State School, they are all special needs children.
Sure.
But the ones he got in the bus, they're just neighborhood kids. He decided to go fuck it and play. Here's a Mr. Good Humor bar fucker. I'm going to kill you and chop you up and shit. Woo! Sorry. I don't like them.
Now, the final person that went missing was Jennifer Schweiger in 87. And that's the one that
Another special needs child.
Right. And that's the one that he's actually
fucking
being held
animal.
in jail for now.
There are a lot of children's bodies never found. That means a lot of parents with no closure, which brings me to one of my many Ghost Adventures lockdown concepts. Hashtag GA Do the Woods. That is an investigation of the Willowbrook State School woods.
Yeah.
Just the woods.
Right.
Okay? You can bring tons of closure to families that don't have any answers, guys.
That'd be so...
I was going to say Zick. I'm so used to saying Zick.
That'd be so healing for so many
Nick,
people.
Zach, Aaron, that's what you do. This is for the greater good.
Yeah.
So if you do an investigation of those woods, answers will be found. One way or another, we're going to find out.
And this is just for the woods, because the actual
greater
campus of Willowbrook State School has now been transformed into the College of Staten Island.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
But that has nothing to do with the woods.
No, I mean, I have a campus there.
And
Holy
we know
shit.
that GAC, they're no strangers to woods.
Yeah. Transylvania was awesome.
Right, GAC family?
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about the director of Cropsy.
Joshua Zeman is director of Cropsy. He's released a new special edition DVD. It's got a director's cut, bonus clips, and extended scenes.
Bought it. I already bought it. Can't wait to get it.
You can get all this stuff at cropsylegend.com or hit him up on Twitter at cropsylegend.
Yes.
But the newer thing he has is called Killer Legends.
And the hashtag for it is hashtag Killer Legends.
Right.
Again, we don't get paid for any of this shit.
You're getting a lion?
Yeah.
Why?
To protect my shit. There's no trouble, bro. They're people just like you and me. I think this joint has some fun.
Why are you naked?
Oh my God. I am naked. Come on in.
That's a barrage from our theme today, Grandma's Boy. Yeah. I'm just getting back. Killer Legends is a 2-hour documentary. It's going to premiere on March 16th on a channel called Chiller TV. And
say that 3 times fast.
Chiller TV channel.
Chubby Checkers cheated while chasing Chelsea Channing Chinky.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah,
that goes out to Jeremy Sisto.
That's a good random poll, man.
I can't believe I remember that.
That's good shit, man. All right.
Let's get back, man.
So to remind you, what we're talking about is Chiller TV, and that channel is like a smaller FearNet.
Do you get FearNet? And if you don't, then fuck you! And then chew Big Red.
I'm Ricky Bobby. If you don't chew Big Red, then fuck you!
Ricky Bobby!
So if you want your FearNet, you
First
text...
or last, baby!
you text your cable provider on the 13th of each month and say, I want some FearNet.
And again, we're just a fan.
Just a fan. Man. Killer Legends is a 2-hour documentary. There's about 4 legends that have stood the test of time, and they go back and they find out what crimes may have started the legends and why they're still popular today. It's the Candy Man, the babysitter and the man upstairs.
Yeah.
They're calling on the phone.
Have you checked the children?
The Hook Man, and the Killer Clown.
I'm in. And
actually, there's a name for being scared of clowns. It's coulrophobia.
So I guess you have coulrophobia for sure.
I have coulrophobia to an extreme degree.
Well, I can't wait to watch this. Remind everybody again when it's on.
It's March 16th on Chiller TV, and it's a 2-hour event.
Yay. And again, guys, we're not getting paid.
Yeah.
They're not a sponsor.
We're just fans.
Oh, no! Evolution, revolution, free your mind! I love Nirvana, man. Okay, listen.
It's Evolution Revolution, and we're going to talk about bullies today.
We're going to talk about a lot of shit. This is a time where we sit down, think about Evolution Revolution is the round table. We come here to speak our truth.
Yes.
Planet Tolemac. Tolemac is Camelot backwards.
Hence,
the
round
table. We sit down and speak our truth.
Yeah.
Let's talk about haters and bullies. and stepping outside your comfort zone.
Because you're going to come across them in every
They're
area.
assholes
They're
everywhere.
Right.
Everywhere you turn. And the cyberbullying is just fucking insane. Let me tell you straight up, one way to live better.
Yes.
Don't go looking on other people's feeds. Don't
Right.
look on their fucking
Right.
timeline. Don't do it. You know, if there's somebody that is bullying you, you have blocked them.
Right.
Don't go looking to see if they're talking shit about you.
Because you know they are.
Because guess what? They are. And you can't do anything about it.
And nothing's going to change if you know or not.
Okay, so let's talk about getting still. You hear me say it all the time.
Right.
Consider getting still like a reset button. Or getting still, the point of it is to stop yourself, to get centered in your higher self again.
Right.
When we get nervous, we get scared, you just start talking and we
Right,
get
your thoughts
stupid.
get scattered.
We get stupid,
Right.
right? You can't see
Get
straight.
anxious,
You need a
everything.
moment to get still,
Right.
get yourself centered,
Yeah.
and remember to breathe.
Yes.
Close your eyes, 30, 40 seconds,
Mm-hmm.
breathe. In the nose, out the mouth.
So simple.
And just get still.
Okay.
If more people knew how to do this, you wouldn't be so quick to react out of anger.
Okay. Right.
To respond to an asshole, let's just say on Twitter.
Right.
Right? The first thing you want to do is just,
Right. Say,
right?
Fuck you.
Wait, just wait, get centered.
Right.
Don't just start talking shit.
Right.
You stop yourself from going and looking to see if they're talking crap about you. I mean, I hear about this shit all the time.
That's just
Or,
joining their
you know,
level.
or like they're going to go over here and start, this conversation over on this platform about me.
Right.
Remember, cyberbullying. This is not like you don't know this person. They don't know you. You don't have to ever see this person. They are non-existent. They're a bully because it's cyberbullying. They don't have the balls to fuck with people in person. They don't matter to you. They cannot ruin your lives.
Right.
The only person that can ruin your life is yourself.
Right.
Don't go looking for it. Let me tell you something. You could pretty much ignore everything, and you should.
Right.
Unless they're like the stupid dick.
Stupid dick!
That we had to publicly double tap.
Stupid dick!
Sometimes you gotta check a motherfucker. But most of the time, you just gotta be bigger than them. I'm doing a whole bunch of stop bullying things saying, be above the bullshit.
Right.
Do not respond to rude, argumentative people.
Mm-hmm.
That's where the real strength is. Boom.
Boom. There it is.
But it takes discipline.
Yeah.
That's a bitch slap of truth right there.
I once gave Charlie Chaplin a hand job. I once gave Charlie Chaplin a hand job.
We've got happy premise 1, 2, and 3 here at
Yeah.
ELE Media, what we live by.
Yeah.
Happy premise number 3. Even though I feel like I might ignite, I probably won't.
That's a mystery clip.
That's what we live by.
Yes.
Because anytime you try to improve your life,
Right.
raise up
Right.
in society, in your life, make more money, you will come across haters.
Yes, and
They're
resistance.
everywhere.
Ma'am, how do you explain what a cock block is to an 8-year-old?
Still good. Dee came up with some happy premises that are fantastic that you all can apply to your life right
All
now.
right, you want to read them with me?
Yeah, here you go.
All right.
Number 1.
We will not
run
Okay,
away.
I can't even say the old shit that I wrote.
Get the
Okay.
emphasis.
All right. We will not run away from challenges.
That's number 1.
Okay, all right. Number 2, we do not let bullies define our worth.
That's a
That's
huge
right.
one.
That's right. And the
Number
last
3,
one, we do not negotiate with terrorists.
That's right.
And basically, that one is the equivalent to shouting at a deaf person.
Okay.
It pretty much shuts
Yeah,
it down.
right.
We don't bother.
Right.
We had an important meeting here at ELE Media with 5 people.
You're going to say it. Okay, cool.
Okay, no, fuck it.
This
is the round table.
We are today's lesson.
We always are. 2 of these people
Yeah.
were terrorists. They did not want to know, hear anything.
Right.
Nothing. They
Not
were just,
open.
they were haters. That's haters and bullies about it, right? Okay.
All we simply did was lay our ideas on the
No,
table.
they're right. We already knew that they were terrorists. So what we did is we turned to the 2 assholes and said respectfully, we understand that you are deaf right now,
Right.
that you are not interested in anything that we have to say. So therefore,
We're going to stop.
respectfully,
Yeah.
we are going to turn our backs to you now and talk to the other 3 people in the room.
So we just slid down the table to the other 3. Like,
So you
hi.
see what we did? We showed our power. Listen to them. I mean, it's true. We showed we had the power and strength.
Right.
Okay? In a group situation, you had the hater assholes. If you let them run the show, they'll run the show. Right. People just, so we just like stepped to them, pushed them to the side.
Cut out the disease.
And said, hi, people. And they heard what we had to say because we showed them we have the power. We have the strength, not these hater bully assholes.
Stupid fucking idiot, red-shirted ass.
That's a good one, right? It's like it's custom made for this discussion.
Stupid fucking idiot, red-shirted ass.
That's from our theme today, Grandma's Boy, of course.
That is accurate. That is exactly. See, that's what WT Wizard and I wanted to say. All right, so that was happy premise number 3. So happy premise number 2, we do not let bullies define our worth.
Right.
Well, there you go right there.
Right.
If we were going to let these bullies make us
Infect the
feel
whole
like,
table.
okay, here we are, independents running with the big dogs. Maybe we don't have what it takes. Haters!
Don't listen to them.
To the left, please.
Yeah, you don't let them define your worth by listening to what the
Most
fuck
people
they're
would
saying.
just stop then. Just the fact that we got invited to the party with the big boys.
That was enough to
pissed
set 'em
off
off.
these 2 people.
Yeah.
We had a right to be there. Clearly, that's why we were there.
That's right, man.
Haters. Just like when I spoke about earlier, when you pull yourself up in life, there will be haters. Don't expect them, just be prepared for them.
Right,
Because the law of attraction, just as expected, you be prepared. People go and be prepared for the worst. Listen, men, expect the best.
Right.
How about that?
Go
You
in
never
with-
hear anybody say that. Okay,
Right.
expect the worst. No, expect the best. Happy premise number 1. We will not run away from challenges. Just the fact that we had the balls to go after this invite. And then to actually get the invite and go.
And then to go and do well.
You ever hear the saying like getting the job is the scariest part?
Right.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
it
what
is.
happens
It
when your
is.
dream actually does come true.
You're like, shit, we're going here.
All right. So there was a trillion gazillion times that WT Wizard and I were like, we are out of our league. And we're like, no, fuck this shit.
Right.
We don't run away from challenges.
Right.
And we triumphed. And we made 2 asshole bully narcissist slee stacks look like dicks.
Because they are dicks.
Sounds like a great evening to me.
All right.
Because we do not make decisions out of fear over here at ELE Media New York, people.
Right.
So step outside your comfort zone. That's where your real life is.
If you don't make it, it's your own damn fault.
Boom!
That's a bitch slap of truth right there.
That's right, Dr. Rick Marshall, baby.
So, Dee, I want you to repeat, before that, you have distilled this entire podcast down to one simple word, and it's unbelievable how all your lasagna layered thinking, you takes the brilliance of Glam Dream Pop, a podcast, the music style, your just personality and your giving and your love and empathy, and you've all distilled it all through a podcast with Will Ferrell into one word. What was that word?
Play.
That's right. The interns get it, man. And you actually tweeted that out as well.
Yeah, and at Top Fuel Princess came back with awesome sauce. You're awesome sauce too. You're a forever friend.
That was her one-word description. That was great, man.
Right. Chasing Domenico podcast in one word. Play.
All right, Dee. What's the 5th rule of Glam Dream Pop?
Do something creative once a week.
This is Dee's song, A Guy Used to Know.
That's right. It's time for some serious shout-outs.
Oh, yeah. Here we go, man.
Tara Shea.
We got a big list this
At
time.
Tara Shea, TERRASHA 79.
Yeah.
First of all, she made 2 graphics from bit strips
Yeah.
for Chasing Domenico podcast.
That's fucking
All right,
awesome, man.
The first one, I just happened upon it. That's a real fucking VIP. You know what I'm saying? Okay, the first one is Tara Shea is feeling frisky. It's a
Right.
picture of her with
Underwear
a shirt and some underwear. It's so funny. And
Yeah.
it says, killing time till Chasing Domenico podcast uploads to my phone.
Boom.
All right? And the
That's
second
fucking
one,
awesome.
it says, all aboard Tara Shea's Magic Fun Bus.
The interns like that one,
It says,
man.
next
Yeah.
stop, Planet Tolemac for Chasing Domenico podcast. All aboard.
Boom!
Okay, her Tolemac alter ego,
Yeah.
Princess Terra Nova the Crusader, and her magical power is teleportation.
I just saw the outfit, man.
I just saw the poster.
Man.
All right, next shout out at Paperflowers85. All right, Jen, first of all, she tweeted out a picture. This is for my girl DominicoArtist of Ron Burgundy. She's
Right.
holding a Ron Burgundy bobblehead.
Right. with a cool Marvel dress on.
It was it was
great.
Picture. I haven't gotten her alter ego name yet, but I definitely know her power involves an invisible cloak. All right, the next one is at Pirate Girl 77.
Oh, Melody, yeah.
Her alter ego is the wood nymph, and her power, she can cast protective spells for animals, and she can change the weather.
She's got 2 powers. All right, cool.
All right, next one is at Downey Trev.
Oh, I like this one.
Let me tell you something, Trevor. You're awesome. The picture he sent. All right, his alter ego is Irish Jesus, and his powers, he can turn water into alcohol, and fucking tweeted a picture of an amazing picture of him that looks like Jesus.
We're talking to you, Irish Jesus. That was a funny ass photo,
awesome,
man.
Trevor. All right, next one is at Top Fuel Princess. Okay, Tara Shari, and her alter ego is Phoebe the hero. In itself has powers, okay? Any hero has powers.
Right.
All right, but her magical power, she can turn into Racy, the gangsta vampire biatch.
Right on, man.
Next shout out is at Connor616. All right, Connor is the proud new owner of an SB7 spirit box.
Right,
and recently got
man.
a retweet from Bobby Mackey. All right, Connor made a survey, and he's looking for a link between ghost hauntings and psychology. You know, media suggestion.
Sure.
Okay, so he's looking for volunteers. If you want to be a part of it, then just contact him at Connor616. All right, the 5 of you that came up with alter egos and powers, I'm sending them a 3-pack of the Peace Empathy buttons. Very rare.
People like them.
Small little buttons, peace signs, says peace, love, empathy. There's 3 in a pack, 1 for you, and share it with 2 friends.
Share it.
To help spread the message for peace. We need to continue what John Lennon started, to keep the torch lit for peace. Yeah. All right, so these buttons are going out to the VIPs. All you got to do is DM me at Chasing Domenico and give me your address. And I'll show up there. I want you to have these
buttons
peace
in
buttons.
hand.
Right, I want you to be part of the peace movement with us.
With us. Bringing it back in.
It sounds so good.
That is Video Killed the Radio Star. The fan friends voted what 80s remake would you like Dee to do, and they chose Video Killed the Radio Star.
So
and
here it is.
Fucking rocked it, man.
So download it!
Download it and go to the website, DominicoArtist.com. You download Guy Used to Know. This song, Video Killed the Radio Star, the live siren-inspired version of Melt With You, and Get Still with Dee's patented siren call.
Listen to this. Yes, those are interns on the song. Chanted. We keep it real here over at ELE Media New York.
Everything online is Dominico Artist. Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and the main website, DominicoArtist.com. That's where you find the music, and you also find the podcast on iTunes and Stitcher Network. And there's no machine to get an independent artist out there, so it's up to you. Download and share, and the currency is shares and retweets.
And then you can get all up in my bag.
Get it all up in your bag.
So crass.
Keep working that one.
There's the Inception train saying, get prepared for that kick when you wake up with glitter all over you. Be like, I didn't go to the strip club. Why do I have all these single dollar bills on me?
And that is the theme music for the Chasing the Nickel podcast,
Drinking Game.
That's for you, Dee. So the intern, the orphans, they made up the drinking game originally, and they made it so alcohol intensive that we had to stop them from hurting themselves and modify it.
So you don't get alcohol poisoning.
Right, because we care at the Chasing the Nickel podcast.
Kind of.
So here are the rules for any first-time players to play along with us right now. When you hear an audio clip from the movie theme of today, take a drink, and that's Grandma's Boy.
Right.
When you hear Domenico say the word fuck in any incantation, motherfucker, fuck, but just Domenico,
When
not
I say
me,
fuck,
not the
fuck,
interns.
fuck. That means if you're playing the game right now to episode 32, right.
When you hear evolution, revolution,
and free your mind,
you take a drink. When you hear us say mystery clip. It's the easy one. When you hear us transport the planet Tolemac.
Let's remind everybody, what does that sound like? Good.
Right.
Drink right now.
Anytime D says, what was I saying?
What was I saying?
Anytime D snorts, which happens.
I know,
but you got to be very careful listening for it. And anytime D
or sometimes not.
And anytime D says bang. Bang, bang, or bang, just in any incantation.
Bang, 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 bang. Right. Each time you hear me say bang.
That's a drink.
So I don't know how many times I said it right now.
As many times as you want,
All right,
man.
and there's the special Planet Tolemac rule.
Yeah.
You must play as your party alter ego.
Yes.
It's kind of like the spirit of you can't say drink, drank, or drunk, or you have to drink. All right. So, like, if I'm playing the Chasing Domenico podcast drinking game with Tara Shea, all right, and I don't call her Princess Terra Nova the Crusader, I have to drink a shot of Jägermeister.
Throw your hands in the air if you think you're a player!
If you think you're you're a player, add the gangster rule, which is the drink count to the Ghost Adventures lockdown we did, which is
Lizzie Borden House.
Right.
And you can find the Ghost Adventures drinking game on drinkwiki.com.
No more rhymes now, I mean it. Anybody want a peanut?
Anybody want a peanut? It's a mystery clip that goes out to my VIP. All right, next full moon is on March 16th. That's a Sunday.
Yes.
That's the next podcast.
What movie are we going to honor, Dee?
For podcast 33?
Yes.
Walk Hard, the Dewey Cox story.
Cut him in half with a machete. You're not half the boy that Nate was. You're not even half the boy that the top half of Nate was after you cut him in half.
So you're saying I'm less than a quarter of the boy Nate was?
Crushing.
The wrong kid died.
Hey! Hey! So you got 1 month to brush up on your Walk Hard, the Dewey Cox story quote. That was Jack Ferry. He said it is time to depart from Planet Tolemac, the after party.
Through Wonderland.
Back to Earth, the after party is at DominicoArtist.com. Chasing Dominico is the glam dream pop version of a podcast.
Boom! Boom! Hey!
Hey! When we honor a movie, we honor all of it, the music and everything.
Yeah.
We don't fuck around here. Drink!
Can't believe you came on my mom.
Oh my God.
Jerking off on my mom is one thing. But banging your grandmother and her roommates?
Interns?
That's
like
legendary!
What?
What?
I want to get you a black cobra.
Just to go around my neck,
Just for
right?
you,
Please
Steve.
get
on top of me.
I don't think so, baby.
Can we go back to your grandma's house? I have to use the bathroom.
You're not going to my grandma's house. Go pee in the alley.
I have to pee out of my
ass.
I feel like Tom Cruise in Cocktail. Drive, monkey, drive! Drive, monkey, drive!
This has been episode 32.
Adios, turd nuggets.
Go, JP, to the Chasing Dominico podcast.
You'll never get metal legs.
You'll never get metal legs.
Ever.
Stay classy, planet Earth.
Thanks for stopping by.
The Ducks is having a good night.
Interns,
have a very good night.
My wife and I only had it 2 weeks before she went in the hospital.
And she passed away.
Oh, dear.
Yeah.
That's very sad.
It's not so sad. She was kind of a bitch, but, gotta call a spade a spade.